What's up, friends? It's Scott Kumler, your real estate coach and team leader. If you are looking to crush your real estate goals in 2026, then this video is for you. I'm going to take you through the top 3 things you must do today to have an amazing 2026 in real estate. Before I begin, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I've got more training tips and podcasts coming for you in the future. Also, if you want to talk about what a partnership with me looks like, text me at 623-387-2688 or schedule a Zoom meeting with my calendar link below. Now let's get going with the 3 things you must get dialed in if you want to have an amazing 2026 in real estate. The first thing that's very important for any agent watching this right now is you have to be very clear on what your goals are. Meaning that you have to know how you want your life to be. You have to know if you're someone who wants to travel a lot, or if you have kids and you want to go to family functions. So it's very important you have to understand what kind of clarity you want to have with your life. Because, for example, let's say you're someone who likes to travel, probably door knocking in real estate's probably not really for you, and so, or if for some reason you hate being on the phones and you're a huge introvert and you're not going to want to cold call people, then probably calling expired listings doesn't make a whole lot of sense for you. So the number one thing you must get really dialed in at the beginning is understand, kind of get some clarity on what you want your lifestyle to look like and what you want your everyday activities to look like. The second thing that you must get dialed in right now if you want to have an amazing 2026 is you want to get a business plan in place. The hardest thing for most real estate agents to do is to be their own boss. And so it's important, that you're a business owner, that you want to get a business plan dialed in. So for example, me, when I first got into real estate, open houses was my main lead generation strategy. So I knew that, when I first got into real estate, I created a business plan where I did 5 open houses a week every single week for my first 6 months. And then, once, I kind of got past that first year, I did my business plan for the next year. Then I was like, okay, I'm starting to crush it, getting a lot of business. Now I can scale it back to 3 open houses a week. But it's important to kind of come up with a business plan and structure your day so you know exactly what you're going to do every single day to hit your goals. So it might be something where, let's say you want to call expired listings. Maybe you want to go after listings, right? Maybe you determine to get 1 listing, you need to make 100 dials, right? So now if your goal is to get 1 listing a day, you need to make maybe 100 dials a day, right? And so it's important to kind of reverse engineer that and to get a business plan together. That way you know exactly what needs to be done the following year in order to kind of create a lot of success for yourself. And the third thing that's more important than anything else is you want to start right now. Right now we're in November, so if you already haven't started, then you're definitely going to be falling behind the curveball. But typically what most agents do is they take the holidays off, right? A lot of people say that November and December are the slowest months, but the reality is there's still a lot of people buying and selling homes. And for top producing agents, typically November and December become typically their highest producing months, just because while most agents are going out there and taking time off, top producers are going out there and still working. It's fine if you want to take off, Thanksgiving and Christmas, but don't take off an entire 2 months and give yourself an excuse to basically not work during those 2 months, because typically it takes about 3 months of consistent activity before you start seeing the fruits of your labor. Meaning that if you want to start off January and February crushing it right out of the gate, you need to be starting your business plan in October and November and be consistent with your activities. And so if you really want to crush 2026, the most important thing that you need to do is start your business plan right now today, because then that way you'll go ahead and crush 2026 and start off the year very strong versus, waiting until March, because typically if you don't start your business plan until January, then you're not going to start selling homes until March, April, right? And so it's important more than anything else to go ahead and get your business plan started today and start putting the effort in today, because it takes about 3 months of consistent activity in order to see a success. Again, those are the 3 most important things that you must get dialed in today in order to crush 2026. First is get clarity on what your goals are and how you want to live your life. Second is creating a business plan for yourself that you're going to stick to and be consistent with. And then the third thing you need to do starting today is start today. So hope this helps. Hope you guys have an amazing 2026. Again, if you want to see what a partnership with me looks like, please don't hesitate to go ahead and click the calendar link below to set up a Zoom meeting. Love to talk to you, kind of share a little bit about what we're doing over here. So hope you guys all have an amazing day.